What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and well, welcome to the upload where I've got some news. Over the last few weeks, we've been talking about how specialty forged wheels are going to be coming in for the Kelderman F250 build. Today, unfortunately, I have some news where the F250 is no longer getting specialty forged wheels. Now, before you guys go crazy in the comments and you start talking about how I'm attacking specialty forged, that's actually not the case at all. And let me explain. Specialty forged is under new management, and they are working on the engineering configuration of all of their new CNC machines. It's quite a lengthy process. Anybody that's a process engineer or works in the corporate world will understand. When you're working with engineering, there's a lot of technicalities and there's a lot of specific things that you need to do really well before you can cut a set of wheels, like those ones right there. So the wheels that I ordered are actually still going to be arriving, but not for a while, because all these machines that will be cutting their wheels still need to get set up. I've got the tires sitting at the shop, and I just so happen to connect with a local shop that has a very sick set of 24x14s that would fit the Ford build perfectly. I decided to buy them. And what's also cool about this is the place that's selling them also happens to be a local Lancaster County wheel specialist. And if there's anything that you guys know about me, it's that I love keeping as much of my business local to Lancaster, because there's something about the county that I live in that really is all about empowering entrepreneurs. And on top of it, they are all enthusiasts. They have some really cool trucks, and I believe some of them are over there today. Well, and that's where we're headed, because today, boys, finally, the F250 is getting stance. That was stupid, but it kind of worked. Now, guys, as of this video going live, we are just under a week away from figuring out which one of you is going to be taking home Green Diesel giveaway number 13, and which other 5 of you are going to be taking home the other prizes that were given away during that campaign. Stay tuned. I know you're excited. I'm equally as excited to figure out what name is going to be going on the title of that truck right there. Now, if you guys missed the last upload, we actually just recently installed some new American Force wheels on the 2020 Denali, and they are so sick. These are 2414 brushed concave American Force Nemesis SS8s. Not only am I stoked about the finish of how these look, I'm excited that I was able to bring the front of the truck down just a little bit to get it sitting more level, and the fact that it has billet aluminum center caps that come with a new design from American Force. These things absolutely set this thing apart big time, and guys, I'm absolutely loving it. Come on, boys, let's go. Today's the day that we no longer have to stare at these sick Toyo 375/40 MTs just sitting here on the wall. Finally, boys, we're putting you to use. We're quickly becoming somewhat of a wheel warehouse, so when the specialty forged wheels get here whenever they're done, that's gonna be another one added to the collection. Why are we collecting wheels?
You called me this morning and you're like, I bought another set of wheels. I'm like, I guess we're a wheel seller now. Dude, I don't know.
Hey, when opportunities come up, sometimes you just gotta jump on them. Just think about this thing with some stance. I know a lot of you guys have been loving stock 18s on 37 12.5s, and believe me, I like the look too, but we really built this thing to have a little bit of that. Now, a lot of you guys have been asking if these wheels are going to be for sale once we get the new wheels on today, and no, they're not. As a matter of fact, these are actually just loaners from Sam over at Limers Automotive. He was kind enough to give me something to literally roll around on. Otherwise, this truck would have just sat on the lift until today, and that would have sucked. Rolling so squad deep over here to Standout Specialties right off of the Brownstown Road exit on 222 for any of my local individuals. Some of you guys might recognize this Fummins OBS from a long time ago, as it did make an appearance a while back. Good to see it again. It's now rolling around on some 26x14s and looking so sick. I'm actually considering making a complete video reviewing, there's a bee. smacked it. Smacked that bee right in the face, like Dane Cook would say, punch that bee in the face. But yes, I'm considering doing a full review on that truck. Would you guys like to see that? Drop a comment below and smash that thumbs up button. I'll be watching, boys. We rolled down with the 2020 Denali on its new wheels, looking sick. We had the F250 just rolling, owning the road. This thing looks so awesome, and I cannot wait to see it with those big girls rolling in right here. So these guys actually came through. They had a really sick set, 2414 American Force wheels that were in stock, and I decided to jump on the opportunity. We're about to jump inside right now and get these things installed. I am so excited to get wide wheels on this truck. Finally, as I feel like it's been a long time. Don't mind the compressor in the background. These guys are working on getting everything mounted and balanced, but I just wanted to show you, these guys know wheels and tires. So if you're looking for a fantastic resource to get your truck set up with whatever kind of setup you're looking for, give them a buzz. I'm gonna put their Instagram in the description below. You can see they got a lot of tires in stock. That's not even all of them. There's more here, there's more there, and out back, and they've got a ton of wheels in stock, but can also get you anything you're looking for. Standout Specialties information in the description below. Boys, the wheels are on. Finally, this thing, from what I've envisioned from day one, is present right here in front of us. Oh my God, we've got these Atom SS8s, 2414, -73. Thanks to the guys over at Standout Specialties, all hanging over there with Jake catching up. They have taken the Super Duty, the Kelderman Air Ride Super Duty, and made it truly what it was intended to be from the very beginning. And unfortunately, although the kind of stock OEM Plus 37s was cool, it was nowhere near this right here, boys. We've got this thing sitting right at ride height, and this is pretty much how it's gonna look going down the road. We've got these new, brandy spanking new size Toyo MT 375 40s on a 2414, and we've got that ideal square sidewall, exactly what I was looking to accomplish. And now it really just highlights all the Kelderman Air Ride, really calls out all of the characteristics. It looks fantastic. Like, all of that stuff with those was just kind of hidden. You couldn't really make it out anymore, which was kind of difficult, but now, oh my goodness, boys! I am just so freaking excited right now. You have no idea. Also, you might take notice that we don't have a gas door right now. Well, that's because it's still over with Sean at Peach Bottom. I think I'm on to Sean though, because I think it's his attempt at saying you need to bring me the truck so I can see it, because sometimes he doesn't get to see them once they're all done. Smart move, man, because this one is one you absolutely have to see in person. Thank you again to the guys over at Standout Specialties for truly making our Ford one of a kind. Boys, we gotta head back to the shop real quick and talk about this thing. We had to stop and get some Chick-fil-A. We worked up an appetite after building one of the sickest trucks that I've ever seen in my entire life. And I haven't showed you guys this yet, but there's actually an app, I spoke about it but didn't show you, where you can control the truck. So here we've got our front lift and our rear lift. Dude, how sick is that, man? Oh my God. Think about the potential of like being in a restaurant, messing with people. But I mean, if you're like a 16-year-old like I am in a 30-year-old's body, yeah, that's nice.
This is not a paid promotion by Chick-fil-A.
If you're down, I'm down, if you catch my drift.
We're definitely down.
Since it's a Ford, it even has built-in cup holders for when you break down on the side of the road.
My goal is by the time I'm 90 to have cut myself so many times.
Nice transition.
Oh, boys, don't call it a change-up, but I'm getting behind the wheel of this squatted SOB right now. Yo, literally everybody is just freaking breaking their neck right now. It's ridiculous. It's like squirrel moments everywhere right now. I'm distracted by the Denali. I'm distracted by the air ride suspension. I'm distracted by the fact that we got new wheels. Finally, this entire truck feels right. Seeing that stance right there is what ties this whole thing together. The inaugural run with the 375 40s on the new 24s. Here we go. Dang, this thing is smooth. Ooh, boys, those brush wheels and that offset though, my goodness. I'm having a hard time. What truck looks more aggressive on the road? You see the front of the Ford, now you see the front of the Denali. Both big C headlights, big grills, wide wheels. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm genuinely floored by how well this thing rides. Now I briefly touched on it in the first drive video, but I'll say it again. Air ride is a game changer. I'm somewhat privy to the DURTYMAX independent front suspension because of the overall ride quality, but a lot of that preference kind of goes out the door when you introduce air ride because it's in a league of its own. It's in a completely different category. This feels unlike any other solid axle truck that I've ever driven. It is so smooth. It tracks so straight and it is so easy to drive. I'm seeing a whole bunch of young enthusiasts holding down the back of the bus right now. The best place to be. They are all grilling right now. I'm not gonna lie, if I was them and I was their age, I'd be doing the exact same thing. You have no idea how good it feels to finally look at the creation of what was the Super Duty from the start. It just turned out so good. I say this to myself every single time. Man, I'm really good at seeing the final product. And that's right, having this YouTube channel is the coolest thing because you guys see the start to finish of a build through these videos. It is awesome to look back at, honestly, how cool this truck was just the way we got it. It was suitable, it was really clean, it had a nice Cali lift in the front, some clean 22 by 12s, and we only kind of took all those characteristics and just multiplied them to create an absolute beast. I mean, the looks that this thing created on the drive home in and of itself just kind of makes everything so worthwhile. Plus, guys, seeing these tires on these wheels and that straight up and down sidewall that I always yearn for looks fantastic. So I gotta say, Toyo, you guys knocked it out of the park with finally introducing this size. I'm so happy with how they look. Airing this thing down, you'd never be able to drive this truck with this big of a tire this low to the ground, but letting it just kind of sit here and rest looks so sick. And then airing it up, you have your turning radius, and it's a fully functional truck that you can hook a trailer up to or do whatever else it is that you want to do with it without any limitations. And to wrap up the end of this video, we're gonna bring you guys along for some more yard work over here at the homestead. Here's what we got going on today. It's been a minute since we've done anything housework related, so I wanted to finish off the tail end of this video with some updates on my current land clearing project. This whole area right here was a big overgrown divide between my house and my pasture. We weren't able to see any of what was going on back here because of all the overgrowth. Being that we're going into the colder season, a lot of this was going to die off and inevitably we were going to be able to see through, but I wanted to cut down a lot of the brush, a lot of the thorns, a lot of the briars, and some of the other miscellaneous stuff in here so we could actually make this usable ground. It's come quite a long way. I've taken a lot of trees down in this whole area just to open up some space, get some sun onto the ground, so that way we can grow grass here in the future, but we're not quite done. These two trees need to come down, so we're gonna get started. All right, trees are down, all cut up into 6 to 10 foot lengths, and now it's time to clean them up. Man, what a satisfying feeling looking across and seeing dirt. First time ever seeing actual ground since this clearing project has begun. I got a little carried away and I happened to take out not only those two trees, but I happened to also remove a tree that was right there, a tree that was over there, a tree that was right here, and a tree that was right there. So I think I ended up taking out 4 trees instead of just the 2 that I was initially planning on, as I thought a little bit longer and harder about what it is that I want to accomplish back here. And really it's just try to achieve a yard. The next ones in my crosshairs are 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then that's really going to open us up completely so that way we don't really have any damage or blockage getting us out to our pasture. So I spent some time kind of doing some ground cleanup here, and we've got big brush piles as a result of that, so I'm kind of using those as just repositories for the time being because I'm probably going to end up making it a mess again. So not only do I want to take those out, but there's also this very large oak tree that's dead here behind me. The nice part about it being dead in that location, my fire pit is located right there, so I'm going to try and fell this tree into that pit clean it all up, stack it up, and then burn it. It should burn to ashes pretty quickly considering it is extremely frail. Definitely good progress, and this has been a super fun project. So that's where we're about to wrap up this video for today. If you want to grab some entries for dog number 2, that giveaway ends in about a week and a half's time on November 19th. Second major announcement is we should have the 6 winners back for Dream Diesel giveaway number 13 here any day now, so definitely follow Enthusiast Apparel and my Instagram below so you guys don't miss out on that announcement. Lastly, Dream Diesel giveaway number 14 goes live in less than 1 week's time. You guys are not going to want to miss it. Subscribe, hit that notification bell and the thumbs up, and I'll see y'all in the next upload.